Hello, hello, hello. Once again, it is Tuesday. Time for LGBTQ plus in black. Are y'all ready for the drama? The glitz, the drama, the fame, you know, all of that when it comes to us. So take a moment and share this live, share the love. It's going to be a great educational experience. This topic for tonight is open relationships. So I am feeling a little generous, so I will be dropping the link earlier. If you are an ally to the community, meaning you are a friend to the LGBTQ plus community, feel free to come up and sit on the panel and let's talk about open relationships. Let's talk about let's share and find out what our differences is, or what we actually have in common. So before I start, I'm going to bring up the panel and let them say hello, hello, hello. Panel, say hello.
Hello, everybody. What's going on?
Here.
Yes, 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 yes. So I'm very excited about this topic. It's not a real deep one. Please don't say nothing, Dre, because Dre will be like, yeah, it starts out not deep and then it somehow just takes a twist and turn. But there are no twists and turns tonight, y'all. Okay.
Yo,
All
she
right. So, as usual, all the thoughts and views are of the panels. It has no reflection on IME Inc. or IME Inc. in Black. Um,
got titties.
we do this for entertainment and educational purposes. Right now, I'm about to drop the link in the chat. So, whomever is watching, if they want to come up and sit, again, you can be an ally. That is okay. The topic is everyone friendly, and we're talking about open relationships. So let me go to the ad wall screen before we get it kicked off.
There from there. Yeah.
All right. So y'all see the merch that's up there. You see the topic, open relationships, freedom or confusion. I think open relationships could be either or. You see the in black mug, go get you one. All of this is on imecorp.org, or you could go to both Android and Apple stores and download the IME Inc. app where you can get merch, read the blogs, see the events, and more. Andre, if you want to let them know about the canvas and cocktails.
Well, people, today is your last day to get these damn tickets.
Give them more time, Andre.
Let me just be 1,000 with y'all. They're gonna be our last damn day to get these tickets because we gotta give a count.
Okay, I'm gonna get mine after the show.
And
Give them till next Friday. You know everybody doing what they got to do.
all
Next
right, so
Friday.
because Peach is begging like Jodeci, I'm gonna give y'all till this Friday. Get y'all tickets. And I'm gonna tell you why this Friday, because next week is Mother's Day, so some of y'all gonna be lying. Talking about y'all gotta do 1,000 things with your mamas. You're lying. And then a lot of y'all gonna act like y'all relationship actually matters next week, and your baby daddy doing something for y'all that we both know he ain't doing. So this Friday, we cutting off tickets. Get your damn tickets. It's the QR code is on the screen right there on the screen. QR code. It's Saturday, May the I can't even see my own damn right. May the 16th. And it's going to be at Lafayette Gallery, 227 North Market Street in the city of Wilmington, downtown Loma District, Wilmington, Delaware, not Wilmington, North Carolina. So Wilmington, Delaware, because I know this show is global, so we got to make sure y'all know where we're coming at. And your ticket price is going to include light fare, it's going to include drinks, it's going to include wine,
Medium well.
it's going to include your brushes, your paint, and your canvas. And you need to be present in the building. Not to mention the cast of In Black is going to be in the house. So you already know it's about to be turned. Especially with this young man right here. Tell you to show him on camera. That young man right there. It's going to be a whole damn broadcast. But come out, meet our team and our cast. Come out, enjoy yourself. Come out and get your canvas and cocktail on. And we are emphasizing the cock and the tails. So come out, get lit, have fun, talk shit, paint your life away. You only get one canvas though, and enjoy yourself. Like she said, get the merch and get your tickets. And then next show, we're gonna tell you more about the cruise.
All right. I think everybody gonna show up for that. I know I'm definitely in the building for both events, especially the cruise. Honey, I'm gonna be there in my rainbow bathing suit.
Uh oh. Coming in a 2-piece G-string bathing suit.
Well, that depends.
Sitting.
That it depends on if I actually have the tummy tuck by then. If I got then I'm in there.
But if I'm puppies sitting, dumb puppies gonna be gone. Oh shit! No. I'm gonna be snatched, David. We snatching everything.
We gonna be all snatched. Listen. I know that's right. All right, so we go to the topic screen because the topic for tonight is open relationships, freedom or confusion. All right, so let me ask y'all. Is it freedom for y'all or is it confusion? What do you think?
Confusion.
Ooh, wait a minute. One person said freedom. The other person said confusion. Wait a minute. Aren't y'all together in the same damn house? Wait a minute. How is it freedom for one and confusion for the other?
So he likes that dramatic bullshit. I personally believe if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, you with that person.
Right.
And that whole bringing in guests episode shit, that is confusion. Why? Because somebody going to like that guest better than they like what they getting. And then it's going to become a whole fucking problem. Because first of all, ain't nobody looking for nobody to join in on their sex act that ain't going to be a boss freak or what they not getting in the bed already. And that's why in my house, I am the boss freak. Because baby, if you need somebody else, you go stay with the motherfucker you need. Because I am a boss freak. I'm going to make sure you find out shit about yourself you ain't never known. We're going to make sure you do this. I'm like the Discover Channel, motherfucker. You come up in this shit, it's going to be a problems. Trouble. Like, this motherfucker here, he be around all that craziness. I ain't got time. Them bitches want to fight. Niggas upset. If it's a male, female, somebody going to end up pregnant. Then it's going to be a battle on Maury on who child the shit is. I ain't got time for all that. We ain't claiming these people's. You know what I mean? You ain't got. Then you got to sign fucking waivers nowadays for threesomes because if you don't, your ass be on somebody's channel. Like nobody got time for all that. So my motto is simple. Like you got somebody, you say you happy with the person you got. Learn to appreciate what you got, and if they not the freak you need them to be, then show them some things. Trust. Let a nigga climb a wall one motherfucking time. Let them got to scoot up in bed like what the fuck one time. I promise you, they'll never leave. They'll be like, "Oh, fuck all them."
Tim, come on. Is it freedom or confusion? Zay, did you have anything to say after that?
No. Because that sums up both of them. That sums up the freedom part of it and the confusion part of it.
All right, Tim, is it freedom or confusion?
It's freedom when you're single. It's confusion when you're part of the relationship that's inviting that in. I mean, I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready for commitment. So at this point in my life, it will be confusion, but it depends on where you at in life. Like if you're single, being the third in somebody else's situation is ideal. You get everything you want out of it, and then when you're tired of it, you just move on. They together. You're not. It's freedom.
Oh, okay. Okay. I hear y'all. I see y'all. Look, listen. Evidently it's fellas night tonight because I'm the only female here. To answer the question, I could kind of roll with what Tim said. You know, it could be either or, it could be freedom, it could be confusion, it could be a whole motherfucking vibe. This depends on the people involved. Um, but I do want to know, do y'all guys know the difference between an open relationship and polyamory? Because open relationships are a little different. Open relationship, you know, y'all have a personal agreement to see other
Right.
people, but y'all not seeing them together. But then polyamory
You
is
see that.
just something together. Y'all see them together. So
Open
that's
relationship
Mhm.
was
just
got fucked up in her first two relationships. She had wrote a song about it, like the here go. She said, "You getting in the way."
oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right. So let's go to the what is an open relationship screen before we get all into it and everybody just start popping in. Because I don't want everybody to be all confused. So, a open relationship versus polyamory versus swinging. I think we all know what the hell swinging is. That's engaging in sexual activity with other couples. Open relationships, primary partnerships outside of the connections that you already have. In order for it to be a relationship, y'all must have terms and agreements. An open relationship is not me and you together and you're cheating on me. No, that's not what that is. It's having agreements. So if we decide that we going to have an open relationship and the terms are I don't want to meet this person, keep them out of my eyesight, I don't want to know they exist, I don't want to feel like they exist, but wear a condom and always pay these bills and all whatever your terms are, that is a relationship, however y'all iron it out. But if y'all ain't saying nothing and it's like, okay, I know he cheating on me, then you're not in an open relationship. You just being shitted on. So everybody kind of clear with that, or y'all got something to say behind that before I ask my first question? Well, my second one. We cool with it? Okay. So my question, since we saw all of this, what does an open relationship mean to you personally? I'm gonna roll with Tim. What does it mean to you personally when you think about an open relationship?
It means most of the time that the two of you have gotten to a point where y'all don't satisfy each other completely anymore, but y'all still love each other. So y'all allow each other to have your picks and choices, but the rules of your commitment are solid as to what you do and don't do without your partner's knowledge. Everything has to be a mutual decision between you and your partner. A lie of omission is still a lie, basically.
Okay, okay. All right now. Come on, Dre and Zay.
I'm gonna let Zay kick this one off.
You're insane. I don't know. I guess for me, I would say, when you and your partner come to a mutual agreement of things that you will allow them to do outside of y'all or what you won't allow them to do outside of y'all. More so the communication part of it, because, they can say, sure, I'm okay with you going out here and, X, Y, and Z. But then when you come back and tell them, it might be like a whole issue or a whole problem. So then I also feel like when you've been in relationships for years, like You know, 10 on 20, 30 years down the line when you're oldish, stuff like that. I feel like you can have an open relationship because you know y'all done a lot of things together, and at this point you want to do something different for once.
I believe you damn fool. That's what I believe. I believe if you want to do something different, invent something different. That's why they got role play. That's why they got one of my favorite episodes of the Cosby Show. Claire called in as a guest. I mean, as a patient that never existed in Cliff's book. She was a new patient, and he took her all the way to down. He said, "We're going downtown." That was my favorite episode of Cosby's. Jamie Foxx show. Fancy, um, became a whole island girl and turned Jamie upside down because she did things as an island girl that she didn't do as Fancy. Fancy gave up the bougie coochie. The island girl was a freak. Turned Jamie upside down. Sometimes you just gotta learn how to spice your relationship. You need some ideas. I would say watch porn, but now that's whack. So get you some ideas and spice your relationship up. They got relationship coaches now that completely do nothing but talk about ways to spice up your sex game. And most of them take Medicaid for your broke folk. So get you a sex coach and get you some ideas. Or try some new shit. You know, if you a gay couple and you ain't never tossed a salad, get to tossing. You never gave head before, relax your throat and open wide. You know, if you a lesbian couple and you never went downtown, it's time to go shopping. You know, I'm trying. Sure, Peter trying to help somebody. It's hard, girl. It's hard. If you just try some new things. Look at how many straight athletes like their booty ate right now. It's an invigorating experience. It will help you learn different things that you didn't know existed in your partner. Find your partner's erogenous zones. That's the other problem. We don't do erogenous zones no more. Find your partner's erogenous zones. Play hide and seek. Go down on some locations that makes them wiggle and squiggle. They ain't gonna know how to feel about it the first time it happened. Trust me, first couple times, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is weird. But after that, they're gonna be like, God damn, I promise you. Some of y'all just gotta find your inner freak. Stop being so prohibition and inhibition, whatever that big ass bition word is, in the bedroom. Like, stop doing that. Stop holding back some shit. If you saved, you should not be saved in the damn bedroom. If Jesus' name is being called, you are doing something right. If you walk in the bedroom, they playing near the cross, exit stage left. And help them fuckers find some Marvin Gaye and some Luther Vandross. Hell, put on Kill the Bitch and go hard. But whatever you do, find your freak. They got songs instructing you now on how to do different things. My neck, my back, look back at it. Don't stop, get it, get it. There's a lot of songs out there help you become the biggest freak that your partner needs. And if you ain't never experienced it, go get a pole. We know your big ass can't twirl around, but rotisserie around that motherfucker if you got to. Spice it up. Get you some handcuffs, a whip. I got a handcuff whip in the blindfold. Get you some spiciness to it. He's scared of it, but get you some spiciness. I promise you, it'll change your fucking life. We're gonna do a show on sex talk.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Tracy. Okay. What does an open relationship mean to me? I think, I'm a person I'm good at in either style, monogamous, open, and even poly, right? Depending on the partner that I have and whatever we agree, because that's just who I am. When I think about an open relationship, I think of it as an excellent opportunity to getting to know someone else without the feeling of cheating or the feeling of you betraying someone's trust. It's I feel like because I'm a big communication person, that is the ultimate form of communication when it comes to being in a relationship and dating. So that's how I see it. It's like the ultimate communication in depth with a person that you can have, where you could be open, honest to say, listen, babe, I love you to death. I don't want to go anywhere. We done did all of those things that Dre did, or maybe we didn't. Maybe just, I am a mind education seeker. Um, people are attracted for people for multiple reasons. It don't even have to be about sex. It could just be, oh my God, this person is so knowledgeable and it's just turning me on. And I just would like the opportunity to just get into their brain, and you just so happen to get into their pants too. But that's how I see it. I just see it as an opportunity to meet another awesome person and have a deeper bond with your partner because they can understand that part of you and go into that space with you. So, but that is just my answer for it. So let's get into, because I got a couple clips, right? Y'all know I got a couple clips. They not as funny as them old ass ones from the last two shows, y'all. They not creepy with men following people to the bathroom. It's not that. And they are modern. They're not in black and white.
Mm.
Shut up, Tim. All right, so my next question, since I have the fellas up here with me, right? Do you guys feel, because I don't have any lesbians here, do gay men feel pressure to be okay with open relationships? Are y'all pressured in the community? Is that a thing?
Yes.
I've watched Queer as Folk, like, I don't know, maybe the whole series about 10, 15 times. And it's always that one white guy, I can't, white rich guy, and he's just always ending up in these bathrooms. Even though he had a little young sugar honey thing living with him, he was just always in the queer bathrooms. He was always screwing at the gay club. He would go on the business trip and be screwing all over the place. So um we're gonna start with Dre and Zay. Do you feel gay men feel pressure to be okay with open relationships to keep their partner?
No, I feel like gay men be in open relationships to have a reason to have their cake and eat it too. Pretty much more so than to keep their man, because having an open relationship sometimes is the easiest way to lose your man or your woman.
He was so political tonight. Have your cake and eat it too. First of all, Peach, you want to leave Brian alone because Brian um, was the reason people watched the damn show. Because everybody liked his little taut ass. I don't know why they liked his little taut ass because it wasn't cute. But for those that didn't watch Queer as Folk, that's the person she was referring to was Brian. He was a lawyer, very big hoe. But I'm with Zay on that. I mean, I don't think that we're pressured. I just think that the gay lifestyle, in many words, it just became one big whoredom. Everybody wants the thought now, and they think it's cute. Henceforth on why them rates keep climbing. So everybody want to be thought. Don't stop.
Mm.
Get it. Don't stop.
Oh
I also
Lord.
think. I also think too, though, it's an excuse for some people to really just be okay with being in a relationship. Because some people out here, especially I've learned in this lifestyle, a lot of people in this lifestyle have a lot of low self esteem. And I'd rather be in a relationship that I'm not happy in than to be in something that's productive. So if my man out there and he doing everything and I know about it, it's like, oh, it's okay. We agreed on an open relationship. Like some old, Jill Scott, Tyler Perry character role. Like it's you just Sheila ass. You just low self esteem and just down in the dumps and don't really know who the hell you are. Like that bothers me too. Peach, what you over there chomping on? I don't even want to know what's in that cup. So yeah,
Ice.
uh, okay, that's my answer though. I just think like it's too much. It's either I'm a low self esteem person or I got too much damn self esteem. Because most of the people that's in open relationships, I like to know how the hell you do it. I don't know, if you ugly as shit.
Tim,
Could you repeat the question?
I'm going to choke you, Tim. That question right there. It says, do gay men feel pressured to be okay with being, in open relationships to keep a partner?
I think it depends on what type of gay man you are. Um, I mean, the lifestyle itself, as much as we try to fight the stereotype, is very hypersexual. And for most of the ones that just go with the flow and they just join in, no, there's no pressure for them. But for the ones who aren't extremely hypersexual and they have a different set of morals and they not as loose and they don't do as much, for those set of men, there's pressure because everybody wants you to just go with the flow with them, and your moral set won't let you go there. That doesn't feel comfortable for you. That's not even of interest to you because of how you were raised. Or some people just don't like to be passed around. They like to be exclusive. So for those type of people, it's a lot more pressure. So I think, whether or not you feel pressured is where you fit in the gay spectrum. But for those who are not like with all of the hypersexual, the orgies and the gay parties and the threesomes and yes, it's pressure for those people because everybody's telling you to loosen up, or it's what everybody else is doing, or if you wanted to be with me, this is what I do. So it depends on what your set is in the lifestyle.
Thank you, Tim. Well, I'm not a gay man, but if I was, if I could have maybe a month and have me something slinging and danging down there, listen, I ain't even gonna lie. I would be in an open relationship that whole damn month just to figure out how to use it, how to use it. Then once I got it together
I
and
think you would
got
catch
that.
on kind of quick. I think you would catch on kind of quick.
No, see, I like to be the master of what I'm doing, so it's gonna take me about
Sure.
a good month to figure it all the way out and what I need to
Mhm.
do. And again, if I met someone that I love very deeply, and that person, for me, it will always be, what is it? What do we want our relationship to look like? If it involves me, I disagree with Dre with the self-esteem thing. If it involves me wanting to connect with someone else, now I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna turn into no damn orgy. It's not gonna be, I'm connected with 59 other people. Because you can have an open relationship and deal with, one person. But if I felt like, that's gonna make my life fuller, and my partner is cool with that and they want to deal with somebody that makes their life fuller, together we are good, I'm all for it. Especially I get to use this little ding ding, you know work it out with the ding-a-ling-a-ling. But, you know, but but that's my listen. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. You know, I just always wonder what is it like to have one. What do y'all do with this thing? Let me try to learn how to use. I don't know. Let me get off of this because that little
It's
ding-a-ling-ling. It again.
amazing.
It
It's
take a
awesome.
month for
It's
me to figure
amazing.
it out.
Mm.
They got something you can step into now.
I don't want a plastic one. If I had a genie, I'll get me a real one for a little bit. But then you gotta return back everything else I had.
I'm fucking
Oh,
dead.
go, go gadget penis.
Mm.
So we have a question from an audience member. Talib said, "Greetings and salutations. May this day be in service to you."
What's up,
So
bro?
his question says, "What do you think the biggest misunderstanding gay men deal with? What is the biggest misunderstandings gay men deal with?"
That we're not men.
Tim. Oh wow, that's deep.
That we're not men. The biggest understanding that gay men have to deal with is people think because you're gay, you're not a man. Even gay men say this shit. You don't do this. You don't have these characteristics. You don't do this. Like, you don't look like this. You're not a man. No, bitch, you're not a man. Everything that a man is supposed to do in life, I do with ease and in order. Being a man doesn't have anything to do with your sexual preference. It's about the things that you do in life as a man. So that is the toughest thing that I've ever had to deal with. And some people I've had to show the hard way. That just because my sexual preference is what it is doesn't mean I'm weak, and it does not mean that I'm not a man. That would be mine. That's my answer.
Go on, Tim. All right, Dre and Zay.
the biggest the biggest misconception of a gay man is that we're soft. That if you swing on me, I'm not going to try to break your damn jaw. I don't. I choose not to. I choose to be nonviolent because I wasn't brought up in a violent household. But if you swing on me, I'm going to beat your ass. He's a thug. Me, I am warning before destruction. But I'm going to beat your ass, and I'm going to beat it bad. That's all I can tell you. I think
Look at Zay.
he's a thug. He ain't even gonna ask no questions. You better hope ain't nothing in his damn hand, and hope he ain't had one too many. Cause that motherfucker had a conquistador. It's gonna be a misunderstanding. He's a whole baddie in a man's body. this is you look up Zeus Network in the dictionary. His face is popping smooth the fuck up. Me,
Reserved.
he's not gonna do anything. Okay, let this shit start seeing red. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And if I swing, I ain't gonna stop. Now him, he crazy. He'll sit there, joke, smile in your face, bust you right in the fucking eye with a glance. Crazy. I ain't that dude. I ain't that dude. I ain't that dude. But if you swing, I'm gonna break everything in your body. I look soft. I'm crazy as hell. This one, he just a nut. I'm trying to get a check for him.
Shut up.
Oh, Zay, you ain't had nothing you want to say after
Nah, I agree with Tim and with Dre.
Oh, wow. Mm. Talib said, that's powerful. Thank you. Wow. I mean, I don't know where these listen, to hear y'all say that is funny as hell to me because where I grew up, the thugs were the gay men. Like people were like, listen, you don't fuck around with X, Y, and Z because not only is he gonna fuck you up, he might fuck you in the
I mean,
ass.
still
So
today
let's
in
just leave
the
it.
world, the thugs are the gay men, but they're not the openly gay thugs.
No, where I grew up, they was openly gay. Like they was open. And they would let you know. And they would tell you, you listen, don't get fucked up and fucked. So like,
Two
all right.
piece.
Yeah, don't get fucked up and fucked. I used to be like, yo. Even the studs would be like that. Listen, sis, don't make me knock you out and lick you. Cause
Mm.
listen, shit. So
And
yeah.
for educational purposes, where the hell did you grow up?
I grew up in the double I area right over there with Tretch. So with Naughty by Nature. So they
That
didn't play it.
explains it all. That's why he crazy like that. Explains it all.
Oh yeah, we had listen, the gay people was out loud and proud. So you will get fucked up and fucked. Don't mess around. So all right, thank you, Talib. If you have any more questions or if you want to come up on the panel as a straight person and just partake in the conversation, I'm dropping the link in the chat. All right, so the next question, because this is good. This is good, y'all. This is just too funny too. I'm telling y'all is funny as I don't know what. All right, so let's this is a Tim specific question, right? Me and Tim. Does dating does dating across genders create more complexity in an open dynamic? So if you're in an open relationship and you could date across multiple genders, is it more complex? Maybe I'll put us this way.
Trans
What
men
do
are
you
not
think?
having that shit.
So pansexual and bisexual, that would be me and you and Tim. Does
Hmm.
dating well, that's them too, Dre and Zay too. Unless y'all change y'all identities, but does dating across genders
We
create
ain't
more
never been
complexity?
pansexual over
I
here.
just say I'm open.
He
Say
just
it pansexual or bisexual.
we
I'm
ain't
open.
by either.
Yo, y'all done okay. So y'all gave up that identity. Okay.
I didn't give up no
So
identities. I'm
He
just
trying to be
open.
he trying to be all across the nature now. Okay, we is gay.
Lord. All right, so Tim. What do you think about this, Tim?
um, well, um, the trans men that I dated wouldn't have that shit at all. I think the rest of them is kind. I don't know. I think it depends on. I think it's a per person. I think it's a per person thing. I don't think you can say that all trans women are gonna be this way or all trans men are gonna be this. You can't. I don't think you can really say that. I think it's a per person issue, a per person thing, not a group thing that you can drop per group.
Okay, so since this is a me and Tim question, right? Because we are the pansexual people, probably once upon a time thought we were bi at some point. Um, so the question is, does dating across genders create more complexity and open dynamics? I do. because you talk about the open relationship. So me and Tim have the capacity to date a female and a man at at the same time. So
Oh, okay.
how does
Oh,
that look when you're with the opposite sex, and then you're saying, okay, I'd like to open this up, and then our open could look any kind of way. Do you think it would
I
be
see what you're
complex
saying
for?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be more complex for us than everybody else.
Yeah, yeah. I can't see, like, even with dating a woman, I can't see her say, okay, let's open this up. And she said, oh, okay, well, you're gonna open it up and you're pansexual. What does your open look like? Oh, I want to go date a man. Oh, I'm not doing that. I can hear her just, oh no, no, that can't work because I'm not putting my mouth there after you done been with a whole man. I didn't sign up to put my mouth on a man's penis after effects,
Okay, I see what you're
you
saying.
know. And then I could, well, a man wouldn't care. I think at that point, the man would probably try to change it into a polyamorous situation. Um, if we
Most men.
try to do it with a trans person, I think that's just going to be completely out the window unless the person is trans or pansexual themselves. So our dynamic could be a lot more complex to me. I think what makes it less complex is, again, like I said at the beginning, the communication part. We would really have to communicate to make it work and come to a space of understanding, like, listen, baby, I love you, and this, that, we opening this up, and you really have to come up with probably a contract for this open. Yeah, but that is my answer, Tim. Now that I opened it up and added more, do you have more you want to say to this? And then Dre and Zay, you can feel free to say. I know Dre got all kinds of crazy shit, like what the hell? But go ahead, Tim.
Let Dre go first, and then I'll go after Dre. I'm curious as to what Dre has to say.
First of all, Tim, I ain't never dated. Well, that's a lie. So when I first got started in this thing, I kind of dated across genders, and that's only well, I wasn't dating across genders. I was dating a chick. I was just banging a guy, but um, I was with her, but I was fucking him. But that's like I said when I first got into this thing. After I got into it, shit, bitch, that's all she wrote. You gotta go. She thought I broke up with her to actually date my best friend, which made me even more pissed off because I was sitting here saying to myself, like, did you see my best friend? Like, have you ever seen? Where does that say Andre at? Like, my self esteem ain't never been that damn low. But that yeah, that pissed me off. But other than that, I mean, like, I never really dated across genders. I do feel though, if I'm with him and he go out and bang a chick, he can stay at that bitch house because I am very prideful that I have great head skills. And if you think I'm putting my mouth on some shit that been inside some fish, bitch, you crazy. I don't even eat sushi. So this ain't work. So I do feel that part, Peach, that after you go you with a nigga and he go fuck a bitch and then gonna come home talking about baby, you wanna get no the fuck go back to where you came from. And it would be the same thing if he fucked to me anybody. You know what I mean? Like I pride myself on my skills and I just don't see me like you got somebody else's ass juice on you and you want me to know, baby. No, no, no. You go back to where you just came from. And that's my answer. I'm sticking with it. Baby. That got shit to do with me. She asked the question, what did you think about this question?
Your answers, I wouldn't even honestly know. I couldn't even.
Like, how would you feel if I, went out and put my thing up in the chick and then came home talking about, can I get some head?
It ain't the same. We don't have the same looks and things like that. So, the answers ain't going to be the same.
That's just nasty. Yeah, suck your dick. Oh, this tastes like pussy. I don't like that.
Shit.
That shit's just nasty. Tell me your hands.
Oh shit. Oh god.
I keep telling y'all, Peach be trying to set some shit up. Y'all gotta watch Peach. Peach will fuck up some shit. We about to get her ass the next episode of Caught in the Act.
What was the question? Oh gosh.
Tim, you know what the question
Wait,
is.
already answered the question.
I answered the question. Yeah, I did answer the question.
You answered it, but then you didn't really get the
Elaborate.
extent of it. So, does dating across genders create more complexity and open dynamics for pansexual or bisexual people?
I think the more facets that you have to your sexuality, the more complicated it'll be. For somebody that just likes one thing, I think it would be less complicated for them than someone who is open to multiple or who doesn't have gender restrictions. That's my answer.
All righty. I tell you, y'all crazy. I'm done. Y'all crazy. Dre is crazy.
Trey is crazy.
Uh, all right. So let's get to the part where everybody's probably, that's watching now will watch later. They always concerned about our health. When we get to talk about sex, what's next. They're concerned about what? HIV, right? Because the gays are the ones with the HIV. Straights really don't have it, I guess, in their mind. We
That
just
is the
running around
lies.
here with it. Yeah,
That's the
well,
lies.
it's a whole lie, but in their mind, that's what we do. That's who we are. And which
It
if you are
used to be.
positive, it doesn't matter.
It
If you
used to be.
are
I'm
right,
sorry.
but
I don't mean to interrupt. It used to be that the gays led in those statistics, but if you look at current statistics, it's the straights that are topping these disease polls now.
yes, they had it back then.
Yes, but we were at the top of some of these, but we're no longer
No,
at the top. It's the straights.
we were we were the media made us look like we were at the top because they didn't want to let the straights understand that they can get it. They thought they couldn't get it, then they could spread it more, right? If you thought it
Yeah.
was a gay disease.
Oh no,
All
we would
right,
only use
so
it.
yeah. So let's get into our video, right? Um and I love these videos because I think a lot of people are still living in archaic times when it comes to HIV and PrEP and all the things. I think they're trapped. So I'm glad we kind of having this episode and talking about this topic. So let's talk about dating with HIV and what that looks like. I have a video. I thought it was awesome, but let me put it on.
We went through so much profiling in our history, and yet we are the first to profile our peers. My initial reaction when I found out I was HIV positive was that I was never, ever going to have sex again. I was never going to be in a relationship again. It just was basically over. And that lasted for quite a while.
I didn't know what to do, where to turn. I didn't think I was ever going to be worth dating after being HIV positive.
It happened, but I didn't go through the stress or the angst that many people experience that many of my friends that have become positive have experienced. I attended my first leather event, and I found out that the leather community is very open and accepting of people that are positive.
I got a lot of really rude, nasty messages online from people with no profile pictures, no way to identify who they were, and just saying that I'm giving people AIDS on purpose, or that I am infecting people, that I'm going to die, that I deserved it because I'm sexually free or sexually liberated, so I deserve it, that I'm a slut.
Yeah, on some of these dating sites, they use a phrase when they're looking for a certain person. They'll say, you must be clean. So I'm being profiled as being a dirty person because I'm HIV positive, which is like farthest from the truth. So there's a stigma there for sure.
It actually really sucks. For instance, on Grindr, I've been blocked when I've been like open and honest. They solely look at your diagnosis, categorize you like most of us do in America, put you in a box, and then kind of shove you off to the side.
I was able to have some relationships as far as being physical with guys again, but the boyfriend thing never happened. I have been single since the 80s.
To me, being HIV positive, I don't really notice it. It's just something that it's part of me, but I don't think about it. I take a pill at night, and besides going to a doctor every 3 months to do my blood work, it's really a non-issue for me. It doesn't affect my life.
To those of you who won't open up your heart and date someone who is HIV positive, you need to open a book or go to a website, just like I did.
With the advent of better medications for the last 8 to 10 years, I've been undetectable, which means that it's almost impossible for me to pass on the virus. So with my undetectable status and condoms and PrEP, that's just a triple layer of protection.
People are definitely missing out if they are closing themselves off from anybody who is positive or black, Asian, or feminine. You never know what a person has inside him and how he will surprise you if you actually give him a chance to get to know him. You are truly missing out if you are not meeting somebody just because of a checklist on his profile.
All right, so let me take this off the screen. What are y'all opinions about this first before I ask the next question? As far as HIV and dating and just the information that you heard here, because I know a lot of people don't really understand what it's like now. They really are still misinformed. I know when I grew up, Tim probably could even co-sign this because we're around the same age. It was a death sentence. When you heard the word HIV, you was automatically taught to be fearful. But things have changed now. I thought that video was very informative. I thought that people in the community needed to hear it. I felt like some of the allies that will watch now, that's watching now, will watch later, would benefit from hearing it. So, anybody want to add on or any thoughts to that video before we ask the next question, or is everybody good? Tim is muted.
Yup.
What you say? Go ahead.
I think that people need to realize that back then, They didn't have the medicines that they had now, and it was a death sentence. And it was a horrible thing to watch somebody actually go through. Like to watch somebody die now of HIV or AIDS was so much different than watching somebody die then, because their immune systems absolutely had no way to fight off this disease. And watching people die from it then was the worst. There's no pleasant way to watch somebody die. So, I mean, it was a really horrible thing back then. I mean, you fast forward to now, whereas to there's so many things to treat it. You got the doxy, and you got all these medications. People don't take it seriously anymore. Like they're real lax on it. And the attitude that we used to have is people should tell you. The attitude that people need to have now is your job to ask. Don't wait for nobody to tell you, because everybody is not comfortable with telling you the truth. People aren't comfortable with telling you the truth about small things. People are definitely not comfortable telling you the truth about major things. Stop getting out of the mindset that it's people's job to tell you. Start getting into the mindset it's your fucking job to ask. Period. You can't
I go ahead, Tim.
you can't catch it from being in the same room. You can't catch it from being friends. You can't catch it from being playing sports. You can't catch it from swimming in the same pool. You can't catch it from drinking behind somebody. If they come over to your house for dinner and they eat off of your utensils. I actually know people who burn silverware, burn glasses, threw shit in trash because somebody came over that had HIV and ate at their house. Like we have resources to be educated on it now. We didn't then. We were ignorant because we were ignorant. Now it's no excuse. But bringing it back is your job to ask. Stop relying on people to tell you the truth about their status. That's my answer.
But you know what? I absolutely agree, but not just with HIV. I think if you're going to enter a partnership with anybody, there are other venereal diseases. And then outside of that, let's just talk about
Tons.
regular life stuff, like diabetes, cancer. That's how I see HIV today. I don't see it the way they saw it as, in the
Back
80s. And
then.
I just see it as just a regular, disease, uncurable, like I said, diabetes, cancer, HIV, gonorrhea. It's just all what it is. And you
It's
can live
livable.
with all three. All four of them you can live with.
It's livable.
Right. Have full lives with it. All right. So my question is, after watching that video and hearing everything that we said, Do you do open relationships increase risk of contracting HIV or any other venereal disease, or is it about behavior, not structure? Let's go with Dre and Zay.
It's all about your behavior. To me, you can get HIV or any other venereal diseases through any method of sex if you're out here being careless. Like, if you just out here fucking the fuck, you open yourself up to risk, especially if you're just doing unprotected sex and you're not looking to behaviors like, PrEP and things like that. Even though PrEP doesn't really stop you from getting anything but HIV, but at the end of the day, like you killing yourself because you're not taking the education of what I need to do to protect myself in a community where, like Tim said, nobody wants to tell you the truth about themselves. Um, It is what it is. Um, so I feel like if you're gonna open yourself up to this type of environment that you out here acting like you on P Valley, then do what you do. Um, but be aware that you're opening yourself up to more risks. And HIV has never been just a one person disease. Magic wasn't gay. At least he wasn't out with it. Shut up, Tim. Um, so these are things we gotta look at. In other diseases have been around for years. Celebrities been getting herpes for years, putting their mouth on everything and everybody. These are things we gotta look at. And so, if we're going to open ourselves up to be around people with a bunch of that could potentially have a bunch of diseases, and we're not going to take the safeguard to.
Do I hear some birds?
Oh yeah,
I was like, what's the birds?
it's my calming music. Music over here to keep me calm. Fiddly diddly dee. But if you want to open yourself up, then I don't believe people deserve what they get, but I do believe that dumb minds create dumb situations. But that's my point. That's my point of view. Zay,
All right.
What?
do open relationships increase risks of contracting HIV?
No, not necessarily. Not. It's not even just the open relationships, because you can be in a non-open relationship, and one or the other could be fucking around, or just meet that one person that they did sleep with, and it might not be multiples, and that one person might have just boom, gave them something, and they might have just came home and boom, gave it to you. So it don't necessarily have to be just because you're in an open relationship, because you can be in that and actually be using protection, or it only takes just that, like I said, that one person, that one mistake.
Thank you. Tim, you want to follow up?
Can I talk now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Zay just said what I was gonna say. I mean, basically, like it ain't necessarily got to be somebody that's wild, and it could be somebody that is a sexual recluse, and at one time they just gotta have it. They run into somebody that got it all, and just that quick, bang, boom, pow. And diseases don't come like by themselves no more. They come in twos and threes now. So you know, deuce is wild when you out there just bareback having fun. That's my
All
answer.
right. Wow. So you know what? This is kind of I know it's probably people watching. It's probably a touchy question. Um, but I agree with all of y'all. It's not about what you do. It's about your own personal behavior and you being accountable for your behavior. So if you're going to be in an open relationship, it's up to you to respect and love yourself first, and then respect
Mhm.
and love your partner enough to, wear your protection.
Yeah,
Protect up.
because
Then what?
everybody be thinking it's the ones that's the sexual deviants and extremely promiscuous. But those librarians and those little Urkels and stuff, those are the ones. I'm telling you, those are the ones that really be doing the most devious, wicked bullshit, and you never know what the fuck they into. Like the little, Ebler, that little Keebler elf looking guy in the neighborhood that nobody pays attention to. He'd be in some wild shit, and you just look at him walking down the street every day and would never know, because he looked like Elfin Magic. But and they be pointing fingers at the sexual deviants, but the nerds and the strange ones, well, some of them be like They be into wild shit.
Mm. And then I find it funny, people focus on sex when actually you could get some of these diseases from just by droplets, droplet in the womb, a blood transfusion, all these different methods of getting things. It's some venereal diseases you can actually get from using the bathroom. So
It's mostly body fluids.
yeah. So do I think no. It can, but it's more dependent. It's not like we said, it's not the structure of the relationship, it's the behaviors of the actual person. What they're doing. Are they safe? Are they clean? Do they give a shit about themselves? I had to walk away from a heterosexual man that told me, you know, who cares that these diseases are out here? He just really said, I was like, you don't worry about catching anything. No, who cares? I was like, okay, all right. Well, you having that kind of fun. I'm not trying to have that kind of fun. All right. So let's go on to the next question.
Thank you.
So as we go down the education highway, let's continue on. Let's talk about, are people upfront about their HIV status? Are they still afraid? I got a video and I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this video.
I think my relationship to telling people about my HIV that I'm dating has evolved alongside the virus. There was a time, way before social media when I felt it was my obligation to tell you. I had to tell. There was no legal requirement, but I thought if I was going to get intimate and I wanted to be with you, it was really important that you knew. So you had a choice. And then as time went on and I felt much more confident, I got to a point where I was telling you because I wanted you to know about my virus, because it was important you got to know me. Time has evolved and I became undetectable, which means if you're positive, you're taking treatment and you're undetectable, you can't pass the virus on. I was like, okay, so I'm going to tell people because that means I can have the kind of sex that I like, which is, really important. And then finally, my last stage in the evolution is I'm undetectable, PrEP's available, I can't pass HIV on. Why do I need to tell you? There's no moral obligation, there's no legal obligation. You tell people because you want to.
Righty. All right. Did you hear that, Tim?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. So, what did y'all think about that video first? And then, if you want to just answer the question, are people upfront about their HIV status, or are they still afraid? Um, it looks like Dre done disappeared. So, Tim, you might as well take the floor.
I mean, but he pretty much, his evolution pretty much broke it down. As people are all along that evolution. Some people are real comfortable about being upfront. Some people, want you to know because it's a part of knowing who they are. Some people want you to know so that you get a chance to make a fair decision. Some people will tell you because of all of the above. I think he nailed it in his whole evolution breakdown.
All right, Dre and Zay.
No, they're not. People are not upfront, and people are still afraid. Maybe worried about the judgment or the rejection. Sometimes I feel like so they don't tell no one, or they be ashamed of themselves.
I think it depends on the person, and where they are, like Zay just said, in their own comfortability level. Um, Unfortunately, we live in an ignorant society still. Um, I wouldn't say ignorant society. I mean, we live in a society where people are what they were taught, and we've made uh, HIV this huge monster, and because we've done that, it's hard to try to break that stigma of HIV being a huge monster. I think if we stop teaching based on what we don't know, and we actually go get educated, people would look at things a lot differently.
All righty. Yeah, I pretty much agree with everybody on the panel. If I was positive, I think I would be afraid, but I also would change the way that I date. I wouldn't be as open. I think I would let people get to know me for a while. And then when I got comfortable to disclose, I would disclose. But I also wouldn't try to have any sexual encounters with you either. So again, it's excuse me, it's about accountability, loving yourself and loving, having respect for others before you put yourself in that situation. And I'm not sure if it's a crime to actually have HIV and not disclose. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, I think it would just change the way I would date, and I would be very guarded. That wouldn't be something I would
It's
just tell people
it's only a crime if you pass it on to someone without telling them.
intentionally.
Well, if you knew you had it and you didn't tell them,
Yeah.
definitely intentionally.
Yeah.
That's when it's a crime. If you pass it on to someone. But if you have sex with someone and nothing's passed along, to my knowledge, that's not a crime.
All right. Okay. So,
If you know it's attempted murder,
mm, didn't know that.
if you know when you pass it along, that's attempted murder.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
In most states, in some states it's not, but in a majority of states,
Okay. All right. So it seems like, you know, I was gonna play the prep video, but this is kind of brought the show down. But we needed to talk about this subject. Should we proceed to let people know what prep is and how it works? Or should we just move on to the last question? What you say, Dre? I see fingers. I can't see you in that little box.
Let's move forward.
Okay, so let's move forward. So now we done talked about the complexities of an open relationship. We done talked about the possibilities that could happen from an open relationship and everything. Let's just, sum it up for people that's watching now and will watch later about open relationships. Like everything that we learned here tonight, and let's just come like this because there's not a lot of us. What advice would you give to people that was interested in being in an open relationship? Like seriously, what would you tell them?
Be real. Like I'm a person. State your intentions up front. Ain't no sense of beating around the bush and bullshitting around. Like if this is the type of person you are, what you
you
looking
keep
for,
sneaking down here.
don't sneak it in and all that shit. Just say what you looking for and give your partner an option to either say they willing to deal with it or they not.
Mm,
I mean, the best thing you can be in any relationship is real. So
right.
my thing is if you know you looking for a certain thing that your partner might not be quite looking for, then at least give them the option to say I either want to be with you or I don't. And that's all around the board. And then if you come into the table with baggage, put your baggage out there and give them the option to say, I'm willing to either help you unpack or this is too much for me to carry.
Mm. Zay, what you think?
About what?
Advice for people that's trying to be in open relationships.
I don't feel like you should try it unless you've been together and did things together. But if y'all haven't tried things to actually make y'all sexual life better, I don't think you should do it.
Okay, Zay. Tim, what you think? Advice for people trying to get into an open relationship after everything you heard tonight.
If you have low self-esteem, well, it seems like a lot of them have low. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. It just seems like people with selfish people just don't. People that would sacrifice anything to have their way seem like the type of the more of the type of people to be stuck in that. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you built for it before you jump in there. Because if you're the type of person to get jealous over anything, if you're the type of person that's always insecure, that that type of set is gonna drag the shit out of you because you're not always gonna be the most popular person in the room. You're not always gonna be the person that gets satisfied. You sometimes people gonna get picked over you right in your face. Like you, you just gotta be built. You gotta be built for it. You gotta be built for it. I mean, I've just seen people jump into that type of situation just to be with one person, and the situation just drags the shit out of them because it's more to it than they were. All they had their eyes on was this one person, and they jumped into that shit, and it was a whole hell of a lot more of a ride than they expected. So I don't know. It depends on the person and what they want, what they looking for, what they willing to tolerate. Just be built for that shit if you're gonna jump into it. That's my advice. That's my advice. That's my answer.
Mm. So, my advice to a person that's going to try to enter or consider an open relationship, I agree with everything. Well, most of the stuff y'all said. Number one, I would tell them, you said it best, Tim, when you said you have to be emotionally stable to get into that relationship. You have to be secure in who you are and know exactly who you are and what you want from that relationship. Um, Second, I think you need, like Dre said, you need to go in when you're dating. You need to change your dating habits. You need to go in and be direct and say, listen, I want to be in an open relationship. Is this what you want? And give that person the opportunity to say yay or nay. That's not what I want. This is what I want. And then if you do find somebody that's willing to do it, then y'all need to break down the terms and conditions of this relationship, and then y'all need to disclose if you have any STDs or whatever, and then y'all need to talk about what safety looks like. If you're going to go ahead and be in an open relationship, well, I need for you to do this. Maybe y'all need to pack like I don't know, like a guy. If you're dealing with a guy, a fun pack full of condoms and whatever, and if you dealing with a female condoms or whatever, make a safety pack, put it in their car, or whatever, because y'all decide to make this decision together. And that would be my answer. But open relationships are very hard because dealing with one person is hard. Dealing with two people is
A lot.
probably is a lot. It's a lot. So that's
That'll test your
a whole
mojo.
lot of, yeah, that's a whole lot of mental health shit going on too. So it's a lot when it comes to it. It's a lot in that dynamic. So you have to be very emotionally intelligent. Let's use that to do it. So, but that is our show. We didn't have a full panel tonight. Everybody can unmute What did y'all learn from tonight? Did it change your mind about open relationships in our community? I know it has changed my thoughts on some things. Listening to fellas say that they wouldn't do open relationships. It's changed my thoughts. But
Don't just sit back.
it made me realize I'm too old to do it. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm too old to do a open relationship because I don't think I got the middle capacity. Listen, my ass is heading towards halfway 100, and it feels like my brain is already mushy. So just to try to keep it all together and remember these people's names and have the little fanny pack and no. Shit.
I was supposed to say that. That's the
So yeah, this discussion helped me. No, I don't want to do that. I can't do it. I ain't got the mental fortitude for that, and then my patience. And Tim, I don't know. The blood pressure, it might trigger your blood pressure to go up. Try to deal with
Look,
them two motherfuckers, and then
and
oh
no,
no.
I ain't got no in no way, shape, or form do I got time for that shit right there. I ain't knocking how nobody lives. I'm not knocking what nobody wants and needs. If that works for you, all power to you. But look, I need a one and done. That's all I need. I just
Yeah,
need one person to focus on, one person to focus on me. How everybody else is living and rocking and rolling. If you like it, I love it. I'm never concerned about what the next person is doing. I just need just one next to me. Until I
yeah,
can get that, I will be by myself. And if this is how I am until I go into my grave, then that's it. But I'm not gonna be stressed out with no fucking body that don't fit.
right.
I'm not making shit. If we get together, and when we get together, if it's a natural bond, then that's the person that I'm gonna be with, regardless who it is. If it's a butterfly with purple fucking wings, that's who the fuck I'm gonna be with. You just gonna see me with a motherfucking butterfly with purple motherfucking wings, and you can like it or you can not like it, but that's who the fuck I'm with. When I'm in, I'm in. But until then, I'm all right. I get through the lonely nights. All storms pass. I'm good. My peace is too valuable.
All right. Dre said, y'all learned anything? Listen, y'all done impacted me with this show. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a grandmother. I ain't got time for this shit.
Right.
I'm with you. I ain't got time for this shit. Um, I mean, I just learned, people like Tim kind of hit the nail on the head. Like it's just too many people that are dealing with self esteem issues. I believe if you're dealing with self esteem issues, first of all, you gotta go get fixed. Like build yourself up before you try to date. Get your shit together. Now you figure out who the hell you are. What makes you so powerful that motherfuckers will actually want to be with you. But then once you get with the motherfuckers, make sure they want you for the same reasons you want them. If you know you aiming towards marriage, get you somebody who's looking for marriage. If you know you trying to raise a family, get you somebody who also wants a family. But ain't nobody got time for all the foolishness and fuckery of trying to figure out shit with you, especially once you once you hit your 30s, figuring out shit is over. Yeah, get your shit together. Build yourself up. It's time for you to settle the fuck down. You 35 trying to act like you still 10. Get the fuck up out of here.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Settle yourself down. I can't stand going to a club seeing 60-year-old men still in the fucking gay club. What the fuck are you here for? Go open a damn
There's
business.
no age limit on how old you gotta be there.
Go open yourself a damn business. Like you still here trying to kick game. You goddamn it, you is 60. Don't they got a fucking app just for y'all?
Age is nothing.
That's what boy R. Kelly said until he got
What is this? 60 and dying? Is that
right.
the name of that?
It's like,
And
baby,
they
you should be
Y'all going to hell.
you should be getting
and
ready to enjoy your pension. And
and,
you out this
and they
motherfucker still trying to get you a young boy.
and instead they out there dressed just like the young kids, spending their
Yes.
whole spending their whole motherfucking monthly check the last week and a half of the month struggling because they gonna spend all the motherfucking food money, or they done spent
Listen,
everything on the motherfucking boys. Now
listen.
how you gonna eat the last week and a half of the fucking month, you stupid bitch?
Because now they gotta go to the damn food pantry.
Cause you done spent it on the fucking boys.
Like, what did you accomplish in life?
I don't know. This is this.
Come on, y'all wasting.
And that's why they don't talk to me, because when they ask me questions, I answer them exactly how I just said what I said. And the truth really fucks you up when it's said the way I say it. But my friends know, don't ask me the truth if you don't want me to fucking tell you. Do
Yeah,
not expect me to give that politically correct answer, because I'm not him. If you ask me a question, friend, because I love you, I'm gonna tell you the exact fucking truth to what you just asked me, because I love you. Now they gonna let you walk around looking like an ass. I'm gonna tell you that you making yourself look like an ass so you can correct it and not look like an ass for the rest of the night standing next to me. A friend.
Yes, sir.
That's a friend.
oh my God. All right. So it seems like we all came to the same conclusion. I mean, listen, if you are in an open relationship, more power to you. If you are in a poly situation, awesome. The panelists seems to think you might have a low self-esteem. Me, I feel like it because I was in a poly, it takes a person with a high self-esteem to be in that space. A low self-esteem will destruct that whole construct of that relationship. You cannot do it with a weak mind. It won't work. Um Talib said this was super informative. I thank you, Talib, for watching and tuning in. You have a few more minutes to ask any other question that you want from the panel, Talib, or anybody else that's watching. I see people watching on my pages. Hello. Don't be afraid. If not, we're gonna get up off of here. Um, as a matter of fact, let's let Dre do his spiel, and then if nobody comes up or nobody asks any other questions, we are closing out. What did y'all think about this topic? Did we need to discuss it? Was it fun? Go ahead, Dre. Was it fun?
I think every week is fun. You know, you did good this week, though, Pete. You did good this week. You ain't pushed me to my limits. You did good because you be trying to set me the hell up. I keep telling you, if I go to hell, it's your fault. Um, Friends, listen, canvassing cocktails are coming to the city of Wilmington, and you need to be present. If you are in the Wilmington, Delaware area, the tri-state region, whatever Delmarva Peninsula, and any other thing that they name in this Diamond State area, New York to DC, click on that link, that QR code, get your ass a ticket. Because on next Friday, this Friday, what day we on? Tuesday, this Friday, don't tickets don't sell. I heard what people
Question.
question. Tell me what you think about it.
What is the preferred mode of attire?
Dress down. This ain't no damn this ain't no big party, Tim. We ain't dressing up. This ain't no black tie.
I
Come
send
in
it out.
your come
I
in your
send it out.
jeans, come in your shorts. This don't come in your drawers. That's all I
Okay,
ask.
so just be comfortable,
Be comfortable because you're dealing with paint.
respectable.
And you don't want paint to get on your good shit. So come in your jeans. You know, just come smelling good, looking good, on however makes you, whatever makes you feel good. If you want to throw in a 3-piece because that makes you feel good, that's it, cat daddy. Swing on through. But tickets is on sale, and they need to be bought, and you need to be present. We got drinks, we got wine, we got light fare, we got, and I say light fare, I mean we got light fare. Praise the Lord. It's food up and down the block. You can go out and get you all the food you want up and down the block. But we got light fare, food and drinks. You got your canvas, your brush, and your paint, and your water to clean your brushes. and we got a table reserved just for you. Come on out, get your tickets. 60, I believe, $65 a ticket. And it's worth every penny. We're going to have a ball. The cast of In Black will be present, and we are coming to have fun with you. Zayd's going to be in the building, and he got a whole fan club on this bitch. All y'all better have a ticket.
You know everybody loves Zach. All right, so this was In Black. Nobody had any questions. Nobody was brave enough to come up on the panel. I hope that we educated you, entertained you, and enlightened you some type of way. Please join us next Tuesday at 8 p.m. ish. Hopefully, all the panel will be here. We enjoyed you guys. Please like and share everything In Black. Follow IME Inc. Go to our website, imequip.org. Get your tickets for this event because I'll definitely be there myself. I cannot wait. And with that being said, I'm going to let the panel go ahead. I'm going to close out with the prep video, and then I'm going to hit our closing. So y'all go ahead and say good night.
Good night. I'm looking forward to being in the same room with everybody at the Canvas and Cocktail.
All right. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna play this prep. I must be praying for somebody too, but let me close out with this video.
I'm Dr. David. I'm your HIV doctor. PrEP is pre-exposure prophylaxis. It involves either some kind of medications, whether it be a pill or injections, that someone who is HIV negative can take in order to prevent getting HIV. So for me, PrEP is such a great option. I was one of those people that I could sometimes use condoms, sometimes I wouldn't use condoms. If I look back, if I could speak to a younger version of myself, because back in 2007, I tested positive for HIV myself, I would have definitely taken something like PrEP in that day because I knew it would have helped me to prevent getting HIV. Of course, now, living with HIV, being on medications, being undetectable, that's what I'm doing right now, and I have to move forward. But you have an opportunity, if you're not living with HIV now, to actually take advantage of a lot of the biomedical advances that we have. I didn't have the benefit of those biomedical advances back in 2007. Do I wish that I had? Absolutely. Am I still living my best life? Absolutely. But if you have the options in front of you, make sure you exercise them and never let anyone talk you out of getting PrEP if you feel you need it.